Hey, good people. How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. This video will be a little different. So didn't know how to title this one, but the most important thing is that I get a lot of people to watch it. If you're new, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Go ahead and hit that like button. Yesterday, I made a video, which I do not apologize for. Wholly, but then there's parts that I want to correct. Okay, I want to say it in a different way. Right. First, I'm going to show you this portfolio, this portfolio, and this portfolio. Okay, I'm going to get back to those portfolios and show you why I entered into those positions and hopefully help you make money. And when I say I hopefully help you to make money, it doesn't matter to me whether you are a Republican, Democrat, or independent. So now today you cut on the news, and all of the blame now is on Fed Powell. So it's like Fed Powell. This is Fed Powell's. It's his fault that we're in this, right? And it's crazy. All right. Let me tell you guys this, and then we'll get to these portfolios. I'm going to look you in the eye right now, and I'm going to tell you that I'm not lost, and it's not that I don't know what's going on. I can see clearly what's going on. None of these presidents, none of them will ever say that they're wrong. And if you say that's not true, name me a president and name me when they said they're wrong. You might have to go back to Carter, because he was the most straight arrow one of them that ever held the office. All I'm saying is, and I don't want you to hate your president. You're supposed to pray for your president. Even me. I got to humble myself and pray for all of the presidents, even when I know they're doing wrong. And I'm not talking about this current president. I'm talking about all presidents while I've been on this earth. Okay. What I'm going to tell you is that the bargaining that's going on right now is going to work in the favor of the U.S. It is. And it's a low-hanging bar for us to get a better deal than what we've had. And at the end of the day, the market is going to rebound. That's what I believe. And so at the end of this, this president is going to say, hey, we did it. It worked. And the market is going to go back up. So I want you guys that are on the left side to clearly see that. And don't get in your emotions that this will not work. And I'm talking about this tariff war. Because at the end of the day, I believe it will. Now, here's the risk. The risk is if it goes too long and too deep, we could get plunged into a deep recession. Some say we're already in a recession, a deeper recession. Okay? That could happen. And a lot of people are already feeling the pain. Okay? And so these are some of the facts. But if it works, and we get to pay down some of our debt, which was out of control, that I'm with the president, I align with the president. There's a lot of stuff I align with the president over. I'm talking about President Trump. There's a lot of stuff that I align with him. And so I don't want to alienate someone because of who they voted for, and neither should you. I choose to be a free-thinking individual. So what I'm going to say is this is going to work out. And at some point, you should have bought. And for a lot of people, this is actually an opportunity, believe it or not. This tariff war and all of the chaos that it's causing in the markets is going to be an opportunity. But if we're so caught up in the politics, we're not going to clearly see what's going on. So even in yesterday's video, you'll see I pointed to where I'm buying. And so that's why I do this, okay? And for those of you that's new to the page, anybody that's been with me, I gave the past regime, the past president, I stuck it to them when they did it wrong. I came out with way more rants because of some of the foolishness that was going on under Biden. Okay? So get out of your politics. Let's get right into it, okay? Hopefully that clears everything up, because I know that at the end of this, the market will rebound and there will be victories. The question is, will you participate in the victory? All right. So that's what I'm going to say. And I am truly people over politics. So let's go over this. I had to say that. All right. Let's look at what's going on in the markets. S&P as inventor struggle, rebound, daily drops, 400 points. That's going to change if it hasn't already. As we can see right now, NASDAQ is coming north. The S&P is coming north. The Dow is down, okay? Because the Dow is down because of healthcare, right? So healthcare is bringing the Dow down. The Dow is down 350 points, right? But the S&P is up, as we could see, and the NASDAQ composite is up. So let me stack it there for you, all right? So clearly we could see that the S&P and the NASDAQ are now going green. And what's been holding strong? Bitcoin, 84.9. Just been holding strong, up 7% over the week. And so now, let's get into what I want to talk about and show you guys where we, Democrats, Republicans, and independents, can all make money out of this, right? So I'm going to post this right now. And when I told you guys I put a lot of money in the market, I did. And I got VUG, VTI, QQQ, and Granny Strat. These are ETFs that I've been dollar cost averaging into. And I got in a little too early. You can see I'm 5% down. But just little moves when you have this much capital in can be a lot. So at the bottom, you can see 0.28%. 0.28% is $667. Okay? And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not telling you to do this. I never tell you to buy or sell. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And I share it with you over the last 2 months. Pull out a chart, whatever you're underweight in, and you think it's a good company or a good ETF, you should buy. Now I have SCHD in my in another portfolio in a IRA, right? And I have other ETFs that are dividend paying. I'm just showing you what I started buying after my stop losses triggered on some of my Tesla and Nvidia, like I shared with you guys, so I can put more money into ETFs. Okay, let me show you another portfolio of mine. This is a growth portfolio. Okay, I got SoFi, bought a little yesterday. I got Roblox, Palantir, DraftKings, and Affirm. Bought a little Affirm yesterday too. Now I had a ton of money in Affirm, but it got wiped out because of these tariffs. But I'm still up. This account is up still 45%. You see Affirm and SoFi? When the Fed starts to reduce rates, those will come back. And I have a lot of money in it. As you could see, we got 14,000 in that in Affirm, right? And in SoFi, we got 14,000. So that's 28,000. Those, I believe, will start to bounce. They will start to print when this is over. Let's go to the third portfolio, okay? This is a mixed bag. This is a SEP IRA, to be honest with you guys. And as you can see, it's only up by 4%. I just started buying these last weeks. Actually, I started buying them in small amounts, okay? And it's not small to some, I get it. But I started buying it in small amounts, right? For me. And you could see I got a mixed basket, Tesla, SCHD, and I got more SCHD in other portfolios. Palantir, Microsoft, IONQ, all right? iBit, which is Bitcoin, Granny Strats, Costco, Affirm. So some of the same ones I have in this. And so, but this is a SEP IRA that I have this in. Now, one of the things I want to point out is look at the top with the cash. See how much cash I have on the sidelines? 98 there. This one still have what? A ton of cash on the sidelines. See that, right? And the ETFs, I still have cash on the sidelines. But some of the cash in the other portfolios, I'm going to move into my ETFs, okay? And then we have Bitcoin showing resilience, okay? So that was a report that came out on Coinbase. You can go ahead and watch that on Coinbase. So, Larry, what was the reason? I'm sharing with you while I'm down. I'm sharing with you while I'm down, good people. I'm not going to wait to say you shoulda, woulda, coulda, and I did this. I'm showing you while I'm down. As a matter of fact, if you started to buy these ETFs, the same ones, and you started to buy them today, right now, you will be getting them cheaper than I got it. This is the one that I'm concentrating on. Okay. And I'm so heavy in QQQ because it is the NASDAQ. And you could see I put a lot of money in there. And all of this is since the tariffs have started. Okay. Since in the last 3 weeks, that's when I started this now, in the last 3 weeks. So you can get them cheaper than I have. But I want you to not go all in. Okay. If you do. Okay. And I want you to do your own research because I never tell you you need to buy. That's up to you. So what I'm telling you calmly is this too shall pass. And believe it or not, even though I disagreed in the way, I do agree that we could use tariffs, but the rollout was just too much, too sudden. That was the only difference in me and the president. But I'm not the president. Trump is. And so he chose to, go against every country. At the end of the day, if you listen to what he's saying, this whole thing was against China, but he had to go towards everyone. Now they're cutting deals at the table as we speak. Okay. Italy is at the table right now as we speak. I don't know what's going to come out of that meeting. And there's going to be deals cut, and it's going to work in the United States' favor. That's what I'm telling you right now, right? And now the blame today is on the Fed. So now it's not about the tariffs. It's about the Fed refusing to lower interest rates. You see the shift? So at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, it's going to be somebody else's fault. If it does work, it's going to be his victory. But at the end of the day, regardless of who you voted for, it's going to be our victory too, because we're going to stay focused and follow the money. So that's what I want to tell you. This too shall pass. But I believe, and I'm going to step out on a limb right now today and say, I believe that at the end of this, the market will rally. And at some point, you should have bought. Now, I wouldn't just go in and start buying anything. Again, you need to go out at least 30 days and see where the lows were and start setting some buy orders. And it's okay to even nibble today because we are down. Okay, let's go over that right quick. Okay, we are down in these markets. Let's just go to let's just go to QQQ since I had a lot of that. Right, I'm being very transparent. Okay, let's just go to last month. Even in the last month, we're still down 7%. But if you go to the last 2 months, even right now, we are still down 17.5%, good people, right? So that's all I'm saying. And we were down as much as 23% on the Qs, right? And even it just it rebounding, I could be positive 19%. Just it rebounding. And you do know the markets go up. So what I'm saying is, and a lot of you made the comment, is that this is an opportunity for all of us that are clearly seeing. You are right, and I've been moving in that direction with my money by saying this is an opportunity. So whether you voted, whether you love him, hate him, whatever, just remember, we're all on the plane and he's the pilot. Do you think that this is an opportunity for you to make money in the market regardless of how much you've lost? Let's remove our feelings, yes or no. Then if it is, I'm begging you to make a plan, stick to your plan, and don't be left on the sidelines with a lot of people that are just caught up in the emotions and not making the correct moves. So at the end of the day, for some, you'll just be angry, lose money, and the market will rebound and you will not purchase, okay? For those of us that see fully what's going on, This was simply an opportunity to make even more money. At the onset of this, I've been saying Larry is going to make more money. And so this is how I'm going to make more money. For those of you that got money moves, I am posting another class today, and I want you to watch them over the weekend. We are learning how to do options for beginners. Come and join us. A day like yesterday, you'd have made a ton of money doing puts. And then when this is over, you're going to make a ton of money doing calls. We are taking our time. My theory is talk to me like I'm 3, and I am taking my time to teach you firm fundamentals on how to be a good trader in options, okay? All right. And if you are an options trader and you're a professional, this is not for you. This is for the absolute beginner. Come join us. I want to bring an army of us into this market as it pertains to options. This is my version of a Patreon, but more focused on teaching. And then I will be getting back to giving you, the spy plays and the Q plays like I've been doing over the years. We're going to get back to that, giving you guys the hot plays. But I want to show you how to make money. I want to show you how to do it. And you can also find your own stock to do calls and puts on, all right? All right, good people. I want to be fair on this one. And I'm just telling you, including myself, sometimes we have to pump our emotions and follow the money, okay? All right, we'll see you later. Hey, oh yeah, the markets will be closed tomorrow in observance of Good Friday, okay? And so just know that the markets will be closed tomorrow. I want to let this one simmer over the weekend. And I want you guys, if nothing else happens, I want you guys to check out the video. Those of you that haven't, there's going to be a video that comes up in your right-hand corner. I want you to do 2 things. Check out that video if you haven't seen it, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, that's actually number 2, but number 1, I want you to click the only link below and come and join our money moves, where not only are we teaching options for dummies, I am showing my portfolios and I'm doing my market updates. All right, we'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.